Hey everyone, in this video I wanted to take you guys on my apartment hunt in Normandy, France. And sorry if the background is weird, I'm trying to heat up my shoes that got wet, but I'm in the apartment that we chose, so I don't want to give it away or anything like that. And in all of these apartments that you'll be seeing, there's 6 in total, and all of them are furnished and bills included, which in France does not include electricity, which I find really weird. Another weird thing in France, I'm not sure if this is how it is in other places, but when you have an apartment online and you're viewing it, it's not counted by how many bedrooms it is, it's counted by how many pièces, which is like includes the living room. So if it says like 2 or 2 pièces, it means 1 living room and 1 bedroom. It's kind of weird, don't you think? All of these apartments we found on Le Bon Coin. Some are through agencies that have posted on Le Bon Coin, and others are just through people who are renting apartments. And basically Le Bon Coin is like, I guess, the Craigslist of America, and you know, just like a site where you can sell anything and everything. And we're doing this to try and avoid agency fee, but who knows, maybe we'll have to pay agency fee in the end anyway. So I hope you guys enjoy, and I hope it gives some insight into what your money can get you in Normandy, France. So let's check out these apartments and see if you can guess which one we chose. Hey everyone, we're off to see our first apartment. There's lots of stuff to organize. Quentin's currently still organizing all the apartments because I think we have about 8 in total that we have to see in the next 4 days? 4 days? First off, apartment 1. As you walk into the apartment and you look to the right, there is the kitchen. As you can see, there is no dishwasher, which we did want, but it isn't a must-have. This apartment is 700 euros per month and 70 meters squared, which is the largest apartment that we're going to be looking at. The pros are private parking. There is a cave included, although this isn't necessary since we don't actually own that much, and it is very large. The cons are it is gas, not electric, no clothes washing machine, which means we would need to buy one and somehow get it up the stairs, and it also has an agency fee of 500 euros, and it is quite far from the center. It does have 2 bedrooms, which is great, but we would want to turn one of the bedrooms into a home gym, so the bed actually being there isn't that great, although I guess we could put it in the cave. As you can see, it's super spacious. We love that the toilet is separate from the bathroom. At first I was in love with the size, but then I realized it might actually be more size than we need. So here's the bed, pretty cool, and there's downstairs area. I've never stayed in a place, oh, it's easy to hit your head here, where the bed is upper level, and I figured me and Quentin would just go over how we feel about the first apartment while we eat this thing called galette de roi. And basically it's like a traditional French Christmas, it's not really a cake, I'll show you guys, but when you cut it open there's something inside, I don't remember what it is, and whoever gets it wins and is like the king. Okay, so we thought we'd talk to you guys about how we feel about the first apartment while we eat the galette de roi. So, how do you feel about the first apartment? Without like going into deep detail, because I'll do some voiceover magic to add in like all the specifics that we liked and didn't like, but just your general feeling. Like your general feeling.
I'm not keen. Yeah. Just cause
it's good.
there was a lot of downsides, I feel like.
Yeah.
Although it was big and massive, and there was like 2 bedrooms,
it
massive
was too big,
living room.
It was too big. Don't you think?
But it was a bit exy.
Yeah, too expensive, and like much more space than we needed, I think.
And
so
I
like,
think
why are we paying for space we don't need?
You'll be too far from the center. From the city center.
Yeah, but the thing is if we live in the city center, parking will be a mess, probably.
Well, it depends. You can live just outside the center, but not in the center, where it's like a 5 minutes walk. This way you get all the benefits from being near the center, but not in.
Yeah, I agree.
And I was surprised to see so many industries in the neighborhood.
Oh yeah, it was like an industrial neighborhood. And also, I think this one and only one other is actually going to be an apartment where you have to pay the real estate agent. What's it called in French? The loyer.
Oh, it's like an upfront fee that's called honoraire, which costs approximately 10 euros per square meter that you're renting.
Yeah.
So if you're renting 50 square meters, you're gonna have to pay 50 times 10, which is 500 euros.
I wonder if it works like that in Australia. Do you know if it works like that in Australia?
I don't think so.
It's the first time I've heard of it like paid by square meter, but maybe that's normal and I just don't know anything about that. So that's our thoughts on the first one. Anything to add? No? Alright, we'll see you. Okay, we're about to see the second location. Are you excited?
Yeah, let's do it.
Next up, apartment 2. As you walk into this apartment, you can immediately see on the left there is the bathroom. And sorry for my erratic filming, this apartment is 600 euros per month and only 38 meters squared. It is right in the center of Rouen, which means it's right in the action and close to the train station, but no parking and obviously prices are going to be higher. There is a shared courtyard, no real oven and only 2 spots on the stove, no dishwasher, only a small fridge and a poor mattress quality for the bedroom. No separate toilet and barely enough room for a home gym. Also, Quentin pointed out that this is actually on the ground level, which means that we wouldn't get the residual heating from the apartments below, so the heating pricing might actually be more. There is an agency fee of 300 euros. Next up, apartment 3. As you walk into this apartment and look on the right, there is a nice kitchen with everything we need minus a dishwasher. This apartment was also right in the center of Rouen and has private parking, which is amazing and really not common. This is very nicely furnished with a separate toilet and is 710 euros per month for 41 meters squared, plus it has a cave. And this apartment also has a balcony, which I actually think is a con because it takes away from the square meters of the living space. There is not enough room for the home gym here. Quentin was being optimistic and saying that we could move some of the furniture into the cave, but I felt a bit claustrophobic. I think this place would be really great for one person. We also had really bad vibes from the landlord. She was quite rude to Quentin, saying things like, if you break anything, you're going to have to pay for it, and don't contact me outside of work hours. It was a little bit funny because I think karma got her, since she ended up locking herself out of the apartment with her car keys and apartment keys inside. This one wasn't through an agency, so no agency fee. Apartment 4 is next. Entering this apartment, turning to the right, there is the main living area, where we had the idea that we could put the dining table in the cave and put the gym there. This place is 695 euros per month. It has parking and has a huge cave. It isn't in the center, but more of a family area with lots of parks nearby. There is a dishwasher here, but no oven, and the water heating system is quite loud. The bed is nice and new, but I didn't like how the kitchen and the living space were completely separate. This place is gas and not electric and has no agency fee. The landlord was super chill, saying things like if your car breaks down and you can't pay rent that month or something like that, he's completely understanding. He even took us for a walk through the nearby parks. Hey guys, we're back from the 4th apartment. I wasn't going to make this video about the Galette de Roi, but we got a second one from Super Rue, which is like a French supermarket, I guess. And this one's Harry Potter theme, and it actually comes with the crown, which is what you're supposed to wear after you eat. After you find the whatever's supposed to be inside. So as you can see, oh my gosh, it has so much Nutella inside. A lot more filling than the traditional. So good. This is better because it has more chocolate, but the crust isn't as flaky, obviously, because it's not from a boulangerie. but really, really good, especially from like a supermarket. And just, who doesn't love something with a crap ton of Nutella? Apartment 5 is next. I think at this point I'd realized that living in Rouen city centre isn't what I wanted due to the parking issues and the prices, but we'd booked to see one more in the city. As you walk in, there is a very small bathroom. This apartment is 680 euros per month, extremely close to the train station, which I forgot to mention is a benefit in case I get work in Paris and need to commute. The city vibe is nice, but I noticed in these old buildings, it feels like they're tilting. There's no way we'd be able to get our gym stuff up the stairs. And looking at our notes from after this visit, Quentin had written, "Good apartment for hobbits." The bedroom was in the roof, which is okay for me, but for Quentin it was way too low. Overall, I hated this apartment instantly, but I wanted to look at as many different types of apartments as I could. This helped me a lot and helped me realize that I prefer space and practicality over location, especially during COVID while everything is shut. Although the view was quite nice here. Ready for the last apartment? Apartment 6. Walking straight into the next apartment leads into the main living area with the kitchen beside. Again, no dishwasher, but my dreams are long gone for that. This apartment is 625 euros per month, 53 meters squared, not in the center of Rouen, but it's on the main road to Rouen with a bus stop right outside. It has private parking and a park right next door. The furniture is pretty ugly, I must admit. There is a little cutout room in between the living room and the bedroom, which I thought was quite cute. There is enough room for a gym, but no cave. The bedroom is massive, and although there is no cave, there is lots of cupboards to store some of the not so cute furniture. The bathroom is connected to the bedroom, which was surprising, but I actually don't mind at all. The outside of this place looked amazing. The apartment is the middle brick section with an apartment either side, 4 below and 1 above in the roof. This is just the park next door, and we noticed as we were walking along that there are some tennis courts here as well, which is great because we actually love to play tennis together. Unfortunately for this one, there is an agency fee. Can you guess which apartment we chose? I think the wallpaper probably gives it away, and after we actually saw the 6th apartment, we cancelled all the rest of our apartment visits because we instantly knew that that's the one that we wanted to get. In fact, me and Quentin gave each other like this eye contact when the lady was showing us around, and we both knew, okay, let's get that contract now, because in fact we were the first people to look at this place, and the real estate lady pretty much told us that we're really lucky to find a place in this neighborhood because it's such a great neighborhood to be in. It's not in the center, but it's like lots of parks and families and tennis courts and, you know, just a really nice neighborhood. The landlord ended up being really chill as well. The person who actually lived in this apartment before us had lived there for 6 years, so as you can imagine, none of the furniture was new, even though it was furnished. So we did ask the landlord if we could get some new furniture and some things to be replaced, and he gave us the money for that pretty much, as well as he took 100 euros off our rent because Quentin had I don't even know what it's called, but sealed the gaps in the bathtub tiles. I don't really know what it's called. It's where you use like a glue gun or something, and you just fill the cracks so that mold doesn't get in or whatever. Anyway, we got some money off our rent for that, and yeah, I was kind of bummed that we had to pay an agency fee since we don't know if we'll be here for longer than 6 months or not. But at the end of the day, I did feel like going through an agency was more legitimate, and we did kind of like almost get scammed. Not really scammed, but the apartments that went through an agency were, you know, on Le Bon Coin for this price, and then 1 week later on for like 100 euros less. Just, it didn't seem as reliable. Overall, the experience was pretty stressful because we only gave ourselves a week to find a place and move in, which if I could go back in time, I probably would have given us a little bit longer. If we didn't like this place, we would have had to extend our Airbnb for another week and just redo the process. And we only had about 2 weeks before Quentin started work as well. and it would have been horrible if we were in an Airbnb when he started work. Even though it was stressful, I actually really enjoyed the experience, and it was interesting going around and looking at the different apartments. Obviously, me and Quentin have lived together before, but never alone, just me and him. So this was something that we wanted for a long time, and I'm super happy. We've kind of made the place our own, and I'm definitely going to be uploading makeover videos of the apartment. As you can see, I've added in some stuff back here, but I'm actually going to add in a light here and a beanbag down here because I want this to be like a little reading corner. I don't want this space behind me to just be not used because it's actually there's a pretty large space behind here. You wouldn't think so. So keep an eye out for the decoration videos, and also we're building a home gym. So if you're into that, you can see how we managed to fit a home gym into a 53 meters squared apartment. I hope this video gave you guys some insight into what kinds of apartments you can find, and we did a lot of research into looking for these apartments as well. So it's not like we just grabbed a whole bunch and went to check them out. We did a lot of research on this, so I hope you guys find it beneficial and you can see how far your money can go in a place like this. It's funny because like I think this is expensive already, 625 euros per month, and I can only imagine what kind of small apartment you could get in Paris for the same amount. It would be so small. And one thing that I found really interesting in this process is that originally when we were looking for apartments, Quentin really wanted a good kitchen, and I really wanted a good bathroom. So those are two things that we both really wanted, and we found ourselves actually finding an apartment where the kitchen and the bathroom are probably not the best at all, and we sacrificed that for a bit bigger living space and yeah, just more space. And it's just really interesting to see how your priorities change, and throughout the process we realized how important the car parking space actually was, and the things that were actually a necessity over the things that we would have liked to have, pretty much. Anyway, I couldn't be happier with the outcome, and I'm super excited to do some decorating, and yeah, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Give it a like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.